Hi guys, and welcome to Exciting Times with Johnny. I'm Johnny. Today I have a new book for our new read aloud. It is called A Computer Called Kathrine. If you guys have this book at home, which you probably do not have because there are so many books in the world. But if you do, why don't you go get it or go get it in a public library or a private library, whatever, or just a library. And go get this book so you can really pay attention to it because there is an AR quiz. For my school, you guys know what an AR quiz is. But for the people in the other schools, you probably don't know what it is. But I have no time to explain it, but I do have time to read it. I have time to read this book. Before I start, I want to ask how y'all doing. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome. Thanks for having us over. And if you're new to this channel, just make sure to tell family members and friends to subscribe, give likes, and stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed today's read aloud. A Computer Called Kathrine. How Katherine Johnson helped put America on the moon. A Computer Called Kathrine, written by Susan Slade, illustrated by Veronica Miller Jemison. Everywhere she went, Katherine counted. She counted her steps to the church. She counted the plates on the dinner table. She even tried counting the stars in the sky. Most important of all, Katherine counted the days until she could start school. Finally, at age 5, she followed her brother hundreds of steps to the 2-room schoolhouse. An excellent student, Katherine devoured thick books and added numbers at the speed of light. So the teacher decided she would skip first grade and start in second. But Katherine was such a faster learner that she skipped 5th grade too. And before you could say mathematics and magic, she was a grade ahead of her older brother. Wow. Katherine loved math because it was easy to see if an answer was right or wrong. Meanwhile, everyone in town was arguing about right and wrong. Some people said it was wrong for children with different skin colors to attend the same school. Others said it wasn't right for women to work at the same jobs as men. Their arguments seemed wrong to Katherine, as wrong as 5 plus 5 equals 12. She believed everyone should be treated the same. So she kept working hard in school and dreamed of a future when all people would have equal rights. Everybody deserves to have equal rights. Katherine finished 8th grade when she was only 10 years old. But her town didn't have a high school for black students. Determined to keep learning, she counted the dusty miles, 120 in all, as her family moved closer to a school she could attend. There, she took an exciting math class called geometry. She learned how points and lines made shapes, triangles, trapezoids, and perfect parallelograms. And her love for math grew exponentially. After 15, Katherine started college. She flew through every math class at West Virginia State, so a professor taught harder classes just for her. In advanced geometry, she plotted points on a graph. When she connected the points, they created a beautiful U-shaped curve called a parabola. It was love at first sight. After graduation, Kathrine became a math teacher. Back then, people said women could only be teachers or nurses. Kathrine knew that was wrong as 10 minus 5 equals 3. She believed women could be anything: scientists, lawyers, or mathematicians. Kathrine discovered a research in Virginia that was hiring women mathematicians. They were called computers because they made calculations that helped the men engineers design airplanes and flight plans. To Kathrine, it added up to the perfect job. All day long, she punched buttons on a calculator just like the other women. She solved long math equations just like the other women. She wrote answers on a huge data sheet just like the other women. But Kathrine wasn't like the other women. She asked questions, lots of questions. What were her calculations used for? Why were they important? How did her answers help design airplanes and flights? The men engineers noticed the woman who asked intelligent questions and how quickly she solved difficult math problems. So they asked Kathrine to join their space team. Its mission sent America's first astronaut into space. Okay, if you guys want to know what Kathrine says and what she will do in space, or if she just said no, stay tuned for part 2 because we're doing a part 2. The video is going to be too long. You guys will not have enough time to watch it. So we're going to have a part 2, and I'll see you then. If you don't watch it, if you don't watch part 2, if you don't have time, just make sure to tell family members and friends to subscribe, give likes, and stay tuned. See you in part 2, and if not, bye!